What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, excuse me. I wanted to talk about, since this is the last video of the year, it will be because I'm not doing one tomorrow. Nope, maybe. No, I'm not gonna. So, in advance, Happy New Year, because I'm not gonna see y'all till 2024, which is crazy, but whatever. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this because I kept hearing about it, and I really didn't say anything about it because I was like, it's just kind of a lot of stuff that comes up in the console war, video game, Twitter, is kind of dumb. And you're like, do I have to? But at the same time, if we don't say anything about these things, then they will go unnoticed, and some outlets and people will get away with it, you know. And I don't think we should allow that. Anyway, so the gaming media, or I don't know if it's the gaming media. I actually didn't look at the specific tweets or whatever, but a lot of tweeters have been tweeting out there basically saying, I played 300 hours of Starfield and I don't like it. I mean, I loved it, but then when I get that Dan, it's a horrible 2 out of 10. Well, that's a little exaggeration, but you know what I'm saying? Oh, I played 500 hours of Starfield. It's not a good game. Nope, I hate it. It's bad. I'm like, you're full of shite. No one plays anything for that long if they don't like it. Period. There's no caveats, there's no nuance, there's no nothing. If you don't like something, you don't do it for the most part. I mean, we talk about games. We're not even talking about like, I gotta go to a job. You're doing that to make money so you can survive. Games is extra. That's extra credit. That's like, you have to literally participate in that willingly. It's not like I just passively play the game for 500. No. 500 hours of playing a game. That's that. You like that game. I haven't even gotten to 500 hours on Starfield. I stopped playing it when I got to the Unity, and I didn't save it. Like, I got to the Unity, I went through, and then something happened. I think my game didn't go through again, didn't flip, and so I was like, I think it crashed in a way that was really weird. I had a really weird crash, but anyway, I reloaded it, and I was kind of positive the choice of do the Unity or just go back and keep playing in the same universe. And I was like, I'll come back to this later. Because I didn't decide what I wanted to do. I was like, maybe I should do the Unity and just do another playthrough. I still haven't decided. I got an Xbox Series X now. I'm gonna play it on that, obviously. But here's the thing, real tangent real quick. If you're deciding on whether to get an Xbox Series S or X, ask yourself this question: what display you're gonna play it on? If you're gonna play it on a 32-inch 1080p screen, it doesn't really matter. I mean, performance, sure, you can get an X, whatever, but you're not gonna see the resolution gains or anything like that. So, and if budget's a thing. But anyway, so these fools are playing this game for 500 hours, saying they don't like it, giving it bad scores. It's antithetical words to the behavior. And you ask yourself, why would a person do this? Why would multiple people do this? Why would a community of gamers, whatever, do this in particular? And I can just 2 words. I could sum it down. I could sliver it down to 2 words. Xbox tax. Yeah, I know y'all don't like that. Some people don't like it. Some people don't think it's real. Literally, I could be like, look, Xbox, because it's, once again, people say, oh, the Xbox tax is the positive influence that people give to PlayStation. It's not this cabal against Xbox. And then I say, well, let's look at the evidence. People playing a game for 500 hours, an Xbox exclusive, and giving it a bad score, or saying they don't like it. That's a tax. That's, oh, I can't admit that I like this game because it's not on PlayStation, or it's not a PlayStation exclusive. So that's, yeah. I'm gonna play for 500 hours, but then I'm gonna talk shite about it. Come on. The Xbox tax is a concept. It's not a one particular thing. It's a concept of bias, and it's evident. And it's not like, oh, you could just see everything negative about Xbox and call it a tax. I mean, you could, but some things negative about Xbox are true, right? But this is not. You can't play a game for that long and dislike it in that way. How are you playing that for 500 hours? And then at the end of your 500 hours, you figured out, oh, it's bad, it's whack, I don't like it. How's that work? How does that work? What part of the game did you play at your 501st hour that it was like, oh, this ruined all 500 hours? Xbox tax, just saying. Yeah, but anyway, it's whatever. We have plenty of time next year to talk about that stuff. But what I do want to close out this year, basically, is just saying, yo, I appreciate y'all and giving your time to going in the comments and talking to each other, arguing back and forth. Remember, I appreciate it. I like everybody's comment. Even if I don't agree with it, I'll still give you a thumbs up because you put in the effort to type in, digits into the thing, to be a part of the community. And I appreciate that. Like I said before, I'm not stopping. Like I said, the only reason I would stop is because I am literally physically unable to do this. But as long as I can do this, I will do this. And, I think about kind of all the world in general, think about my situation or someone else's situation or someone who may be having a rough time. And I try to put all of those things in my mind. And I try to say, well, you know what? Sure, I've had a pretty shitty couple of years. Sorry for the curses. But, some people have it worse, some people have it better. But it's all about perspective. And it's not that bad. Just like, this console war stuff, it's just goofy goofs. It's not serious. It's not serious at all. But, this is all entertainment, and we do these things because we're passionate about certain things. We're passionate about, you have your different passions in your life, whether it's people, whether it's, anime, games, it's there, and it helps us, it fuels us, keeps us going, keeps you going till you're 9 to 5, so you can go get that money, so you can go get that console, or you can go get that comic, or, whatever. And, sometimes you gotta step back, not smell the roses, and not touch grass either. You don't really need to touch grass. It's good to be going outside, get sun, soak sun. I say soak sun, don't touch grass, because it might be raining and wet. When you want wet grass. I'm just saying, get some D. Get some vitamin D. Dirty mind. Anyway, and just keep it cool. We all gamers here. We all love games. And I would ultimately like for them to stay around as long as possible. Not just for me, but just for future little kids who fall in love with them and get their mind expanded. They freaking see something like, oh snap, I never knew that was possible. Oh man, and then maybe that turns them down a road of they're gonna be the next, I was about to say Peter Molyneux, but nah, that's a bad example. The next Phil Spencer, let's just say that, because Phil Spencer is like the humanitarian of the century. Yeah, I said that right. Even though he started in the 19th century, the 20th century, he's in the 21st century making moves, making games better. And you know what? I listened to David Jaffe, and he was talking about the different CEOs and the different management styles, basically. And he said, there's CEOs like Bobby Kotick and Jim Ryan and Strauss Zelnick. And those guys are their style of managing is such that they're in there to make money for the shareholders. They're there to make money regardless, no matter what. And then he said, but then there's Phil Spencer. It's a guy who seems like he cares about video games. And that fool had like over 900 hours of gaming. That's more than me, son. And I was like, look, if you have a boss of video games, 900 hours in a year of video game, that's a good boss right there. A boss that he's in there. He's like checking them out. He's not making the games. He used to code, but he's not doing that anymore. But he understands the industry on different levels, more levels than just a businessman like Jim Ryan and Strauss Zelnick and Bobby Kotick. And that's why, like, everybody's trying to, say stuff about Phil. He's not like those other guys because he cares about games first, but he also realizes that it is a business. So he's taking both of those and he's saying, yo, we don't want to do bad stuff. We want to treat the gamer right. We want to do this. We don't want to do that, right? And then he says, how can we do that and make money? How can we create a product that people will buy because they think is good, not because we're just going to overcharge it and raise the price or do whatever, right? And that way we can survive as a company or profit as a company or flourish as a company and still provide the service that our gamers deserve, And that's where I'm like, yo, it's going to be, Phil Spencer's shoes will be tough to follow. I'm going to say that. It's just like Steve Jobs, even though, there's some depictions of him being kind of an asshole. Rest in peace. He was a visionary. He knew the psychology of people and herds and all that stuff. So he knew how to talk to people. He knew what products to make in order to get people right? So he was good at that. As far as like the tech part, that was Steve Wozniak. He made the computer. Steve Jobs had nothing to do with making nothing. He was the idea guy. Steve Wozniak, was it Steve Wozniak? Made the computer. Anyway, tangent. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out for this whole year. And it will get better. Obviously, my production value will probably get better. It will get better. It can't get any worse than this. Just look at it. Anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out, showing up, leaving my dumb ass all these times. Like, subscribe. And yeah, let me know in the comments. But excuse me. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the whole, people playing Starfield for so long and then just dogging it. Like, what are you doing? Really, what are you doing? It's just, I've never seen this type of behavior in video games as far as, I've never seen this, but whatever. I appreciate. And Happy New Year, everybody. And I'll check y'all next year. Till the wait.